Kid stars, fun for me. Kid stars, where I love to be. Kid stars, let's all stay. Kid stars, let's all play. Hooray!
I gotta say, now that I've got Oscar's production crew, things are gonna get a lot more fun in here. Oh, by the way, Melody, Laura, Simon, you're fired. Oh! I didn't expect to see you here today in the morning. Oh wait, what time is it? 6 o'clock? Oh yeah, right. Anyways, hello and welcome to Kid Stars! Today is Wednesday, the 5th of April. And as always, I've got lots of treats for you, including a triple bill of Pinku to start off with. It's now time for the Teletubbies. And today the Teletubbies join in a game where a voice trumpet sings The Grand Old Duke of York. Aw, I love that song. It makes me feel like doing some marching. Actually, let's do some marching. Hit the music, Jamie. Alright. Come on, Kid Stars, do it with me. Lift your feet. Ready? Swing your arms.
When the drum
Comes
marching in. Oh, when the drum comes marching in, it goes.
And rest.
When the drum comes marching in.
Thank you. And now let's join the Teletubbies. It's now time for the PJ Masks. And today, Night Ninja challenges the PJ Masks to a game of Capture the Flag, with their headquarters on the line as the prize. The heroes must step up to save their headquarters. I hope they win. Oh, and speaking of that, do you know what the worst thing about Austria is? Is that their flag is a big minus. Yeah. Thank goodness I'm never ever gonna go to Austria, because I'm never ever gonna get on a plane. Anyways, now here's the PJ Masks. It's now time for Rats the Mouse. Ugh. And today, Grovetown wakes to the sound of snoring on the radio. Meanwhile, Zoomer worries about his place in the band, leaving Rasta Mouse and Scratchy to investigate why everyone's so keen to snooze. It's now time for Little Red Tractor. And today, it's Little Red Tractor and Stan's lucky day. Or so it seems. Oh, and you know what? Speaking of being lucky, I am so lucky to work for Kid Stars. I mean, it's like I'm living my dream. Presenting for you and bringing you all your favorite shows. And now that I'm the Kid Stars comedian, I get to bring you all the jokes and all the pranks and all the fun stuff that Oscar used to do. I cannot wait to get my back on Johnny or Harry or Antonio. Oh, that's going to be fun. But anyways, that's coming up way later on in the weeks and months. For now, let's get back to today and watch Little Red Tractor. It's now time for classic Bob the Builder, or as Oscar would like to call it, Bob the Builder. And there's 2 episodes today. In the first episode, Muck gets stuck in a dark tunnel, and then in the second episode, Wendy has a busy day when Bob isn't feeling too well. You know what? I've never been fond of making tunnels. It's just boring. Yeah, they are boring, aren't they? But they're fun to go through when you're driving a car. Yeah. Anyways, here's classic Bob the Builder. It's now time for classic Postman Pat. And today, it's Postman Pat's birthday, and everyone has some special gifts and surprises for him. Oh, isn't that sweet? You know what? I got a sweater for my birthday last year. I didn't really quite like it. I would have preferred getting a Moaner or a Screamer instead. Actually, you know what? Maybe I would have preferred a jumper, because then you get to jump all day. That would be nice. Yeah. Anyways, let's say happy birthday to Postman Pat and head to Greendale. It's now time for classic Fireman Sam. And today, it's a routine drill for Trevor Evans on his first day in the fire service. But things don't go according to plan. Oh, and speaking of training, I've been reading this book that Oscar written for me. It's called How to Be the Kid Stars Comedian. And I've been reading through it. And you know what? He's given me some very good tips and tricks on how to be the Kid Stars Comedian. Like, right here. Tell lots of jokes. I think I've been doing well on that so far. Pull lots of pranks, which I have done with Oscar, but not with anyone else yet. Not even with you, which probably wouldn't be good. Maybe not, I don't know. And, that seems to be it. Can't be, there's gotta be more chapters than that. Hang on, let me go back to the table of contents. Oh, okay, there's a lot more chapters in this book. There's 57. I've only just read the first chapter. Well, I've got lots of reading to do. I'm going to do this reading while you watch classic Fireman Sam. Oh, interesting. It's now time for Joshua Jones. And today, Joshua rescues Ravi and Fiona from the well when they get lost while looking for Boomer the parrot, who has escaped. I don't know if you can tell, but Boomer the parrot is in the studio right now, and he's being very annoying. Anyways, here's Joshua Jones. Okay, that's it. It's time for you to get out of here. It's now time to make way for Noddy. And today, Sly and Gobbo set up a rival taxi business, forcing Noddy off the road. Oof, that's not good. Oh, and speaking of taxi service, yesterday a taxi passenger tapped the driver on the shoulder to ask him a question. The driver screamed, lost control of the car, nearly hit a bus, went up on the footpath, and stopped inches from a shop window. For a second, everything was quiet in the cab. Then the driver said, "Look, mate, don't ever do that again. You scared the living daylights out of me." The passenger apologized and said, "I didn't realize that a little tap would scare you so much." The driver replied, "Sorry, it's not really your fault. Today's my first day as a cab driver. I've been driving a funeral van for the last 25 years. Oh dear. Anyways, here's Make Way for Noddy. Now before we have our next program, it's time for one of my jokes. And today's one goes like this. How do you make 7 even? You take away the S. Yes. That is how you make 7 even, because when you take away the S in the word 7, you're left with even. Get it? Anyways, there's another joke tomorrow morning from moi. But anyways, it's time for our next program, which is brand new Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. And in today's episode, Jaden has a lot to learn about his new deck as Aster's heroes continue to devastate him. Let's see what happens. It's now time for brand new Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. And today, the battle between Yusei and Sherry rumbles on. And Harry, I know I'm pronouncing Yusei wrong, and I'm sorry. I just don't know how it's pronounced. Anyways, let's watch and see what happens. It's now time for the next step. And today, the friends are all split into 2 teams to test their leadership skills against the competitors. Oh, and speaking of dancing, the other night, a guy took his wife out for the night, and they ended up at a disco, where there was a guy on the dance floor giving it large. breakdancing, moonwalking, backflips, every dance move going. The wife turned to her husband and said, "See that guy on the dance floor? 25 years ago he proposed to me, and I turned him down." The husband replied, "It looks like he's still celebrating." Here's the next step. It's now time for Count Duckula. And today, Duckula, Igor, and Nanny take a literal roller coaster ride through time. You know what? I love roller coasters. They're fun. They can be a little scary, but they're still fun. Hey, let's pretend we're on a roller coaster right now. Hey, Maria, cue the roller coaster sound effects. All right. Now, going up, 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 and down. Woohoo! Going left, going right, going up again, going down again. Woo! And stop. Oh, that was fun. Now let's go on a literal roller coaster ride through time with Count Duckula. It's now time for Rupert. And today, Rupert and Podgy meet Father Time, and after some time away together, they all age. Oh, and speaking of time traveling, 3 nights ago, a time traveler walked into a bar, but the bartender refused to serve him. "Why not?" he asks. "We don't serve time travelers here," the bartender explains. "Not since one got stinking drunk and trashed the place 4 years ago." 4 years ago, you say? Very interesting. Here's Rupert. It's now time for Me Too. And today, Granny Murray takes the children to the local swimming pool. Ooh, I do love the swimming pool. It's so fun to swim and have fun and splash about, and oh, that's so fun. Hey, let's pretend to swim. Let's do the front crawl. Let's go to the side. And back to the front again. And to this side. Now swim faster. Kick your leg. And now let's do the back. And now to the side. Oh, back to the front again. And to the side. To go faster. Kick your leg. And but faster. Oh, I do love to swim. I definitely did not do a dance routine from another show. Oh no, we did not do that. There was no music to go with it, so I didn't do it. Anyways, here's Me Too. It's now time for Media Heroes. Da 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 da. And today, Pluvia and Fulman have to work out who's stealing solar panels from a bicycle path in Germany. I wonder who it is. Anyways, actually, 4 days ago, a solar panel, a wind turbine, and a hydro dam all got to know each other. "What kind of music are you into?" asked the dam. "I'm into trance," replied the solar panel. "Ooh, too intense for me," the dam said. "I much prefer classical melodies. Maybe a little 60s soul at the weekends." "What about you, Mr. Turbine? What are you into?" asked the solar panel. "Me," the turbine replied. "I'm a huge metal fan." Metal is a pretty good music genre. Anyways, here's the Media Heroes. It's now time to head to big school. And today the pupils move into a new classroom. I wonder what that new classroom's going to look like. Oh, and speaking of classroom, 5 days ago, a boy called Jimmy farted in the classroom, and his teacher got really upset and threw him out. He sat outside the class and couldn't stop laughing. The head teacher walked by and saw him. He asked, "Jimmy, why are you sitting outside your class laughing?" "I farted in class and the teacher threw me out." The head teacher asked him again, "Well, then why are you laughing?" "Because those idiots are sitting in the class smelling my fart while I'm outside in the fresh air." I feel bad for his classmates, though. Anyways, here's big school. It's now time for classic Thomas and Friends. Woo woo! I did that for you, Oscar. Be happy. And today, a green mixed traffic tender engine named Henry is afraid of the rain, thinking it will spoil his lovely green paint and red stripes. One day, he hides in a tunnel and refuses to come out. After numerous failed attempts to convince him, the Fat Controller, the man in charge of all the engines, has no choice but to wall Henry up in the tunnel. Ugh, that does not sound good at all. Oh, and speaking of tunnels, I said that I would never, ever go walking dark, scary tunnels in the earth. But eventually I caved. Yeah. Here's classic Thomas and Friends. It's now time for the animated Mr. Bean! I know Oscar's really happy about that too, because I know he's watching to see if I'm doing a good job as the Kid Stars comedian, which I am. And today, Mr. Bean has a date with Irma, but he soon forgets the golden rule, that you should never fall asleep in the bath when you're cooking a chicken in the oven. Oh dear. Oh, and 6 nights ago, a doctor got a phone call from a colleague while having dinner home with his wife. "We need a 4 for poker." "I'll be right over," said the doctor. "Is it serious?" his wife asked when she noticed him quickly putting on his coat. "Oh yes, there are 3 other doctors there already." I can see why they need a 4th one now. Here's the animated Mr. Bean. It's now time for Brum! Brrr, brrr. And today, when a waiter's money belt is stolen, Brum chases the crooks, disguised as crazy cooks, throughout the pizzeria. Ooh, I hope Brum can catch them. Oh, and speaking of pizza, the production crew are baking a pizza for me to congratulate me as my new role at the Kid Stars comedian. Hey gang, how's the pizza making going? Oh, man, what is that? Oh, tomato sauce. Of course. I can see you're having fun making that pizza, guys. Actually, tomato sauce doesn't taste that bad on its own. It's actually pretty good. Anyway, so I'm going to clean myself up by licking myself, because I taste pretty good, actually. While you watch, bro. Hey, gang, can you throw me over some cheese? And, maybe a little bit of pepperoni, too? Thank you. It's now time for Booba. And today, brother and sister put on some flippers and do funny walks. You know what? I feel like doing a funny walk. Why don't you do a funny walk along with me? Let's go like a penguin. Long. Let's see. Let's do baby steps. And do big giant steps. My legs actually feel pretty tired after doing that. I actually kind of feel like jelly now. I'm gonna go sit down while you watch Booba. Whoa! Oh, these legs are really jellyish now. It's time now for Raven. Well, I'm afraid that's all we got time for on this morning's Kid Stars. But don't you worry, because I'll be back tonight at 6 o'clock with the bedtime hour, which will include 5 extra programs before you head off to bed. And don't forget that Antonio will be back tomorrow morning starting at 6 o'clock for even more fun games. So make sure you join him if you can. But until I see you again, have an awesome day. Take care, and I'll see you tonight at 6 o'clock. Bye. Melody, Laura, Simon, what are you still doing here? I told you you're fired. Get out. I said get out. You know what? If you want to get out, I'll make you get out. There you go.